From the IMTV Wave Channel 5 studio at Greenville Senior High School, home of the Greenville Green Wave, the Greenville Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library proudly presents Never Stop Serving.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Never Stop Serving. I'm Evan Beckley and I am your host today for Never Stop Serving. This series is sponsored by Greenville High School Interactive Media and the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library. This morning we are happy to welcome back to Never Stop Serving our very own producer and new chairman of the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library, Mike Maloney. Mike, please tell us the park story.
Okay, well, thanks for having me, and I'm glad to be on here. I wanted to discuss where we've been, where we are now, and where we want to go. So first, where we've been, you have to imagine first 26 years ago now, we had the wall that heals coming to Greenville. It was going to make a stop in Greenville. And the amazing part of this story 26 years ago is World War II veterans, Korean War veterans, and Vietnam veterans got together. And that's unique because they didn't really get together for anything as far as things. And actually there was a lot of, in turbulence and so forth. But they got together and they created this park. The park situated in between the American Legion 140 and VFW 7262. The chairman was Dr. Jack Harless, who is a former mayor of Greenville. He got everyone together, assembled this group, and this plot of land the city donated for this park. So the Wall that Heals would have a place of honor. They developed this park, made it beautiful and everything. The Wall that Heals that came in, and it was just a great event that they took care of this. And that was, again, 26 years ago. So in itself, that itself is, to me, a big part of history that they were able to band together. Because let's remember, when we're talking about veterans organizations, they really blossomed after World War II, because the World War II veterans needed a safe space, to talk about the things outside of civilian life. And that's how the American Legions, the VFWs, blew up, in the 40s and 50s. They became, juggernauts, politically, built buildings to the structures we are today. And they recognized that was a spot for them. Problem is now, with waning membership, not only are we not getting the membership into these organizations, it's cutting off the younger veterans that need that safe space as like the World War II veterans.
Right.
So we're trying to combat that a bit. And one of the things we have planned, hopefully we'll deal with that. We want to refurbish the park. The first thing is we want to refurbish the park. The park stones that memorialize all our Dark County veterans, they're 26 years old and they look weathered. The blacktop that was donated 26 years ago to create the park is also weathered and needs work. Our plan actually for the walkway, what is the blacktop now, is to remove that blacktop and put pavers in with veterans' names on it, or and so forth. So we hope to do that this spring, summer. We're partnered with Fitzwater's Outdoor Maintenance.
See.
The next thing we wanted to do is, let me ask you, Evan, and this is going to be kind of a trick question. What channel do you turn to on your TV or stream to get current veteran information, relevant information, or shout outs to veterans or anything veteran related? All right, it's a trick question. There isn't one. There's 1,700 cable channels, 1,700, and not one of them is dedicated to veteran information and news. So to me, that's ridiculous. When I was in the Army, and anyone serving knows that there's an actual budget in the military to create a television to service active duty members, because one of the main leadership principles in the military is keep your troops informed. So they have this TV channel, AFN. Anybody that served overseas or anywhere knows and is familiar with AFN. It's budgeted into the government for the morale of the service members.
Right.
Well, what about all the veterans? All the veterans, we need to stay informed too. Veterans need to stay informed too. So this is a very, unique situation, and we're trying to do something that's never been done before. We're trying to create a veterans channel. We hope to call it Warrior Wave because it's created from here. And the concept's very simple. After we fix the park, we're going to put cameras in the park and beam the park live 24/7. In between there, we'll put shows like Never Stop Serving in there. We're going to ask other people like the VA and other people that have pertinent veteran information to also get into our stream. Folks like Save a Warrior. There's a lot of relevant veteran folks out there that don't have the outreach. We don't have a channel. There's no veteran channel, Evan.
Right.
No veteran channel.
Right.
To me, I still can't believe that. It's all been word of mouth, and it's all been within service organizations, and it's time for us, to break out. You can get onto Instagram and see almost everything you want to see, but there's very little veteran stuff. Very little veteran stuff. So we hope to change that with our Warrior Wave channel. We're really hoping to get after that and make that work by November 9th, which is our 10th talent show, the He All Talent Show. We're coming back to Greenville for our last live talent show. We might have talent shows in the future, but it's going to be more digital because I want to explain this. We, for 9 years now, we've been dragging veterans into this studio, talking to them and stuff. We've been going out with our mobile unit to conventions and so forth, talking to veterans. And we have over 400 videos, which I think is fantastic and a great compliment on us. I think we can take ourselves a little pat on the back for that. But we can do so much more. We don't actually have to take our mobile unit out anymore. We don't have to drag people into the studio here, although it's very nice and it's great to partner with the high school. But we don't have to. We have video conferencing. We can interview veterans in Tokyo via video conference. So we become limitless on that. And that's one thing we're definitely going to dig into, the video conferencing of veterans. So you always hear a plug, if you're a veteran and want to be interviewed, maybe you're in Oklahoma and say, well, I can't make it to Greenville, Ohio. Well, give us a holler. He's going to give you the information at the end of the show. And we'll video chat with you, get you on Never Stop Serving, get your story told. And, a lot of veterans will say, well, why? Why do I want to do this? Because people need to know what it was like and need to know at the personal level what it means. There's too much glorification right now for, war and all this other stuff. It's because the older generation that knows how terrible war is past, and now the younger folks have forgotten. So this is more important now than ever. And then also, I explained how it started. The digital library started 10 years ago here, in this area. So again, remember, we're going to be able to interview people via video conference. So I think that's going to be a big step in the right direction for us. And again, we're going to finish it up with our talent show on November 9th this year at the Greenville VFW. And we hope our park's all refurbished by then, and we're going to have cameras set up and hopefully start our live stream. The one thing I would ask, anyone watching, we need help. We're students in high school and amateur veterans when it comes to all this digital stuff. We know it can be done. We just don't particularly always know how to do it. So anyone that can help us with that, Send us the right people, link us up. We're working on trying to partner with maybe even YouTube or one of those things out there that'll actually help us, because we need an interface. We need an interface where the students can put our programming in, as we figure out our schedule and so forth. And in the summer, somebody else is going to have to be able to put programming in, when we're not in school. So that's the Grand Master plan on that. And I just ask for anybody's help with this. We're obviously going to have a capital campaign to raise funds to refurbish the park, which really needs refurbishing. It's 26 years old. We want to continue what they started and honor what they started. So we're going to try to make sure that happens. But one thing I did want to do also is thank everybody. There's, we've first let's thank the people that created the park. Jack Harless, Doug Black, Don Dietrich, Marilyn Emmons, Dwight Emmons. There's just a whole litany of lists. And if we get these pavers down, their names will be on a paver, I promise you. Because we are going to take care of the people that took care of the park. And then we've been at this digital library mission for 9 years, and we got a litany of people to thank for that. To Lori Hoover, the faculty member here. Sam, he's our host. Evan, he's our host now. And all the students have come through here. And I'll tell you, you always hear unintended consequences. Well, we have a fantastic unintended consequence. When we started this, we just wanted to borrow your all's equipment so we could interview veterans. We became a partnership, and the students from this program have blossomed. I could name student after student alumni of this program that are just having amazing success elsewhere. Jace Lovett, what's that guy's name with the video? I forgot his name right now, but I'll think of it. He won a talent show with his...
Alex Stewart?
Yes, Alex Stewart, thank you. I wanted to call him Steven for some reason, but I knew that was wrong. Alex Stewart, yeah, he's doing great in the TV movie business, video business. She changed her last name. Michelle Fannin is recording her own music now. So there's all kinds of examples of where the students have blossomed from this. We're getting great veteran videos. They're getting great practical exercise on relevant material, which yes. I really think that was a fantastic thing for the past 9 years. And we're going to keep this going as long as we can. But again, we're working on cost and saving money. And we can interview a veteran for a nickel on video conference, where it may cost us money to go somewhere and get them and so forth. So we've got to be cost effective on that. But I want to be very clear on the gratitude to Dennis and Sharon Young. They're the heart of this program. They work harder than anyone I know on this, and all the people that helped you with the talent shows. There's a lot of people involved with this that helped that we really want to thank, especially the donors. And please, if you are a past donor, please give again, because we're at the end of the trail here. And eventually, it's going to cost us less money, especially after we get this park refurbished. And like I said, we're working with Fitzwater Outdoor Maintenance. We'll have that goal soon, to where we can go after our capital campaign to make this happen with the park. Get the cameras going, get us rolling, get our first veteran channel ever up.
No.
How many veteran channels are there? None. No, out of 1,700, and 1,700 is probably a low number for cable channels now that there's so much more streaming now.
Right.
So to me, that's just amazing. There's nothing out there, and once we get this channel up again, we'll invite people to give content like Save a Warrior. We could even make our own stuff. In veteran organizations, at the end of their meetings, they always do the good of the order, to where anybody can stand up and announce what's happening at their organization. We could do that, and we could have a call-in show, like I guess they call it a podcast or whatever, where they could call in and say, hey, we're having this on Friday, blah, blah, blah. and it directly gets beamed out. Because right now it's so fragmented. Everyone has their own page, and it's very fragmented. This will hopefully bring it all together.
Right. So what's next for the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library?
Well, like I said, we're chugging along, and I really hope we can get this done. I'm pretty sure Fitzwater Outdoor Maintenance has a good handle on this, and they say they can happen. Getting the cameras up, getting Wi-Fi to where we can get all that done. That's all going to take some movements. And again, if there's anybody out there with some TV, streaming, technical experience out there that would like to join us, we'd love to have you. If you'd like to give to this, you can. He'll give you the information at the end. We've got a Venmo and all that stuff. But we really would like help with this. This is really important. No veteran channels. Nothing that a veteran can turn to. And let me tell you why this is important. In veteran organizations, they're all in between their own walls, and they want veterans to come in to their walls, which is great. You want to attract and get members and stuff like that, but we got to get outside the walls because there's disabled veterans that can't get into the walls.
Right.
There's elderly that can't get into the walls. And speaking of elderly, if we get this channel up, we will have an outreach to a lot of veterans in nursing homes. The boomers are getting older now and getting in the nursing homes. They're getting less attached to veteran programs. So this is all very important. So I hope everybody out there watching helps us and thinks about contributing in some way. Time, effort, money, we'll take whatever.
Here at Never Stop Serving, we highlight veterans that continue to serve beyond their military service. Please continue to watch for upcoming episodes of Never Stop Serving. Continue to watch the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library Facebook page for upcoming events and updates. If you are a veteran and would like to share your story, please send us an email at gvmpdl@gmail.com. Again, that email is gvmpdl@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. This is Evan Beckley signing off.
Thank you for watching. Please visit us on our social media sites. Please consider contributing to our mission in some way. Also, we are always looking for veterans and their families to share their stories with us. Next year, our Hee Haw Talent Show 10 will return to our home in Greenville, Ohio, where we will showcase our refurbished park and the hopeful return of the wall that heals. Be sure to join us next week for our next episode of Never Stop Serving. The Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library is grateful to our show's sponsors: VFW of Ohio Charities, VFW Post 7262 Greenville, Rodney Oda CPA, VFW Post 7741 Clayton, American Legion Post 707 Englewood, DAV Dark County Chapter 57, VFW Sunday Bingo, Dennis Maloney and Family, VFW Post 5018 Free Pike, Fitzwater Outdoor Maintenance, VFW Post 9582 Vandalia, Robinson Salt Supply, A Clarity Salt Company, VFW Post 657 Riverside. The Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library is thankful to all our sponsors and humbly asks you to become one too.